Hello and welcome students to the next part or second part of the topic quality control parameters of the biofertilizers, biopesticides and biocontrol agent. In previous lecture we discussed about the some parameters for the or some quality parameters for the different biofertilizers or mostly for the rhizobium. In that we discuss about the first one is 1.1, that is mother culture test, second one cloth culture test, and this third one is carrier test. So in that carrier test we discuss about first one is pH. So as we know that the pH of that carrier in biofertilizer is neutral. So this since mostly the pit or due to the neutral in pH, if you take the if you take the first carrier, that is pit, it is acidic in nature, but the acidity of that pH is increased with the help of calcium carbonate. So how we have to check the pH of that carrier? We have to wet the 10 gram of inoculants, then pour in 20 ml of distilled water, mix with the glass rod, incubate at least for the 30 minutes or half an hours, and then measure with the help of pH meter. In that way we have to measure the pH of that carrier of inoculants. Then moisture content, second one is moisture content of that carrier. So near about 40 to 50% of moisture is required in carrier, because at that 40 to 50% of moisture, most of the inoculant or most of the inoculants multiply rapidly, mostly rhizobium. But if the moisture content is less, so it will be die. If moisture is high, so inoculants may be stick to the plastic bags, and thus not it is good for the rhizobial growth. That means the growth of rhizobium is not takes place if the moisture is too high or too low. So optimum, that is 40 to 50% of moisture is required. Next one is viable count. So the number of viable rhizobium bacteria is counted by the sprayed plate method. We have to already discuss in the broth test method. Next we have to discuss about the quality parameters for the non-symbiotic nitrogen fixer, that is azospirillum. Okay, so what is the procedure for that? So with the help of the serial dilution technique, we have to do the first test, that is dilution, or say with the help of serial dilution tech, we have to make or we have to conclude that the quality of that azospirillum. So in that procedure, first one is dilution. We have to wet the 10 gram of inoculants and inoculate it on 90 ml of distilled water. After that, we have to shake and keep aside for minutes. Make a serial dilution of 90 ml inoculated with the diluted inoculants. To achieve this, set out the 7 tubes, each containing 9 ml of sterile dilutants. Use the fresh pipette tips for the each dilution. So by serial we have to dilution. In that way, we have to do the dilution. Then after plating, use the sterile enriched nutrient agar plates, which are at least 3 days old or have dried at a 37 degrees Celsius for 2 hours. Plate dilution is done at 10 raised to minus 4, minus 5, 10 raised to minus 6, and 10 raised to minus 7. After that, allow the drops into the agar plates, then invert and incubate at room temperature. Then that petri dish we have to wrap with the help of wrapping paper or sterile paper. After 3 to 5 days of incubation with daily observation, we have to count the colonies of that inoculants. We have to prefer the counting range should be 10 to 30 colonies. Just we have to calculate the microbial count of that inoculants with the help of given formula. Next one is mycorrhiza, that is arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi. For that there is a certain quality control parameters will be there. Okay, so for quality controls in the procedure or production of AMV inoculants, it is essential for the product consistency, reliability, and reproducibility. This is applied to the laboratory, or it requires, or if you want to produce the AMF, so it should have the laboratory, preparation room, growth room, storage room, and the greenhouse, taking care into the design to the achieve the most efficient control in inoculum production. That means that kind of facilities or rooms are required for the mass production of AMF. Okay, so out of that, how that laboratory quality controls, or how that laboratory will be required. So what is the qualities in that laboratory? So in case of that in laboratory, the spores are or spores of AMF is extracted from the selected batches of monospecific spore culture in the preparation room. That spores is inoculated into the petri dish to the laboratory and placed into the refrigerator before examination. After onwards, or after some times, that petri dish are examined under the stereoscopic microscope, and we have to we have to count the spores or growth of that spores from each petri dish, and that are recorded. After that, petri dish are cleaned and dried. Next one is preparation room or quality control. This room has been isolated from the greenhouse and growth room, and it should not receive unsterilized soil or potting media samples. That means it should not have the other materials, that is potting media or unsterilized soils in that preparation room. Stored materials, that is cultures, that is stirred or sterile growth media, are clearly labeled and placed in specific container. That means whatever the stored material, it may be a media will be there, or any chemicals will be there. You should label it and keep properly in proper place, on proper place. What the floor should be, or floor should always be clean. Avoid sweeping, which encourage the distribution of dust. Okay, so whatever the role of the floor is there, so floor should be kept clean at every time. And benches and other surface are cleaned with the wet towels. So that kind of precautions we have to taken. And the container are surface sterilized with 10% of sodium hypochlorite. So it is disinfectant agent. So that sterilize the container. Then third one is growth room quality control. How the growth room is required? The growth room should be temperature controlled and the air is exhausted to the outside. No recycling of stale air is takes place. That means the it is that growth room is well controlled. Next, the bench top should be painted with the antimicrobial paint. Whatever the bench top of that growth room will is there, so that will be painted with the antimicrobial paint. The next one, all the surfaces should be sterilized periodically. That is the monthly. That means we have to sterilize whatever the areas or surfaces that are comes under that lab. So we have to sterilize daily or periodically. Then all samples are checked for contaminants and pathogens. Before utilization of that pure culture, we have to check whether this pure culture is contaminated with other microorganism or not. We have to check it. Then storage room quality control. All the samples stored and placed in plastic bags with proper labeling, and the surface of bag should be wiped clean before the storage. Then, as we discussed already about the floors and bench tops are wiped regularly, and dusting or sweeping should be avoided to prevent the generation of dust. So simple precautions we have to taken in storage room. Next one is, after that azospirillum, next one is phosphate solubilizers. How or what parameters, what quality should be possesses in, or what quality control parameters will be about the phosphate solubilizers or PSP. So that PSP must contain the phosphate solubilizing bacteria and fungi. It is commercially produced. And next one is, it must be certified with guaranteed companies components such as the type of strains, then microbial density, biological activity, then the manufacturer date, expiry date. Okay, then the manufacturer address. So all that kind of things to be mentioned on the packets of that PSP. Then after that, you should know the about quality. You should know the certain thing. You should check the quality of that PSP by certain methods. First one is inoculation of that PSP on media. So dilute the inoculants using dilutants. We have to dilute the inoculant, that is PSP, using different dilutants. Inoculate suitable dilutant solution on the selective agar media. That means we have to inoculate, or inoculant should be inoculated or transfer into the suitable agar media. After that, count of colony forming units. So count colonies forming clear zones on the agar media or agar plates, and colonies, or just we have to calculate the colonies as per unit in gram or ml if liquid is there. So this is about all the quality parameters about the. In first part we discuss about the quality parameters of rhizobium. In second part we discuss about the quality parameters of azospirillum and PSP. So this is about all the quality parameters of different biofertilizers, bioagents, and biocontrol or biopesticides, some of the biopesticides. So that kind of quality parameters are included. So this is about all the about this is all about the topic. If you have any difficulty regarding that topic, so please you can ask. Thank you.